Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
He uploaded the video, and within 24 hours, his team disappeared. Phones off. No responses. Like ghosts. What did Meek Mill know that made him break the code? What was in that audio clip he dropped? The one that had Diddy's voice, and a name drop that made even Jay-Z go quiet. We're not talking about a beef. We're not talking about music. We're talking about something so big, they might try to wipe it from the internet. Beyoncé's name shows up in a whisper. The timestamps don't lie. And the money. Traced to 2:46 a.m. If you were in this position, same betrayal, same threat, would you stay silent? Would you disappear? Or would you upload that one file, knowing it could end you? Because what Meek leaked? Bro said too much, and they got him. The internet couldn't believe it, and you won't either. Let's break it all down, and trust me, this goes deeper than anyone imagined. At first, it looked like a regular studio night. Nothing unusual. Just another session. Until the door locked from the outside. Before the silence, there was noise. Before the leak, there were whispers. And before Meek Mill dropped the audio that had the industry shaking, there was something no one paid attention to. A look in his eye, an awkward pause in an interview, a DM that mysteriously vanished hours after it was seen. They told me to keep my head down. I didn't listen. Fake quote from Meek's deleted tweet, 2024. Let's rewind. Meek Mill was never the industry's golden child. He came up swinging, raw, rough, and real. From North Philly streets to Dream Chasers, to becoming Rock Nation's frontline soldier, he wasn't supposed to survive the machine. But he did. Or at least, we thought he did. 2021. He's celebrating wins, standing next to Jay-Z, working on Reform Alliance, making speeches, shaking hands in high places. But behind closed doors, he's going broke, betrayed, and blackballed.
I'm at a point in my life like, we all grew up in the streets. They had a recording of Meek and Diddy.
Making love?
Ew. I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it. What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
You didn't hear this?
No!
Now, Miran, what does that sound authentic?
It absolutely. Oh my God.
It was all smoke. They gave him enough to keep him loyal, but never enough to break free. Fake insider quote from anonymous Rock Nation staffer. Meek started showing cracks publicly, tweets about not getting paid, being controlled, feeling like a puppet. But the real tension started after a private dinner in LA. Small group. No phones. Diddy was there. So was a name that would later disappear from court files. Meek Mill, 10:23 p.m. Yo, what was that sh*T Diddy said about that house in DR? Unknown contact, 10:25 p.m. Stop. Don't text that here. Meek Mill, 10:26 p.m. Bro, I was there. He named names. I ain't going down with that. Unknown contact. Message deleted. That message. It's gone now. But screenshots exist. And apparently, so does the audio. A few months later, Meek's energy changed. Cancelled interviews. Weird Instagram lives. Cryptic stories with captions like, "Y'all ain't ready for what's really been happening." He started posting things, then deleting them seconds later. One tweet lasted 47 seconds before vanishing. They made me sign something I ain't read. All I had was loyalty. They had lawyers. Fans thought it was about label deals. But the truth? This was never about music.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. I like that.
You know, I'll be practicing.
Yeah, there you go. Got your note. Yeah. Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh,
eyes.
Eyes. I understand.
There were other signs too. One night, in a club in Atlanta, Meek reportedly refused to shake Diddy's hand. Witnesses said the vibe was tense as hell. Someone was heard saying, "It's not even about the tapes. It's about what he kept." Wait, what tapes? Exactly. Nobody knew back then. But something was brewing. Something real. Something toxic. Go back and watch that 2023 Breakfast Club interview. Charlemagne asked Meek, "You still rockin' with Puff?" Meek froze, smiled, laughed it off. "Man, I rock with everybody who rock with truth." Everyone laughed. But when you look close, you see it. The eye twitch. The pause. The coded message. The studio ain't always for music, bro. Sometimes, it's just where deals go to die. Meek Mill, paraphrased quote, 2023 IG Live. One night in late 2023, Meek's phone pinged at 2:47 a.m. He screenshotted it. A name. A date. A location in the Dominican Republic. And a file marked, Session 9, Final Cut. That was the last time he posted anything that wasn't filtered, pre-approved, or wiped within minutes. After that, his inner circle changed. A friend posted, "Haven't heard from Meek in weeks. He don't even text back no more." One insider said, "He got real quiet after that night. Like, he knew he crossed a line." Unknown contact, 1:14 a.m. It's too late now. If they come to you, say nothing. Meek Mill, 1:16 a.m. I ain't scared. I got the recordings. Let's see who's really protected. Everything changed after that. The dinner. The file. The refusal to be silent. And when he pressed upload on that one clip, the one that had Diddy's voice, a location, and a disturbing mention of someone else. You can erase a file, but not a voice. When Meek Mill hit upload, it wasn't just a leak. It was a declaration of war. What dropped online wasn't a beat, wasn't a teaser, and definitely wasn't meant for iTunes. It was raw audio, unfiltered, staticky, messy, the kind of thing that sounds too real to be fake, and too dangerous to be legal. Fans called it the whisper tape. It was 84 seconds long. No visuals. Just voices. And one of those voices sounded exactly like Diddy. You keep him in, doctor, he doesn't leave. I'll handle the rest. Unverified voice in the clip. The audio was clipped at key parts. Deliberately distorted. Like someone wanted it to leak, but not fully. But the scariest part? At exactly 0:48, you hear it. A third voice. Shaky. Young. Familiar. It says, "But what about Beyoncé?" Then silence. Then the call ends. Twitter/X, The Shade Room, and Hip Hop DX started spinning within minutes. Posts exploded. Did Meek Mill just leak Diddy discussing a setup? Beyoncé's name? In that context? Oh, this ain't just music. Is this why people keep disappearing around this man? One tweet racked up 700K likes in an hour before being removed. If Diddy really said that, we're not dealing with a mogul. We're dealing with a puppet master. Then came the money trail. A PayPal transfer. Timestamped at 2:46 a.m., 3 days before the leak. From an anonymous LLC, traced back to an address connected to Bad Boy Records real estate holdings, directly to a private account in the Dominican Republic. Amount: $75,000. Because nothing screams innocence like a 2 a.m. wire transfer to an island with no extradition treaty. Sarcastic Reddit comment, pinned and later deleted. Fans started piecing together timelines. Remember that Session 9 Final Cut file? It matched the studio ID used at an Airbnb Diddy allegedly rented for a writing camp that Meek Mill wasn't invited to. Yet somehow, he had the file. At first, it was fun, memes, theories, wild speculation. But then, a new message surfaced. An ex-studio engineer, screen name MixGod9, posted a now-deleted TikTok claiming, "That wasn't even the worst part of the tape. That was the clean version. The raw file? Way worse. Names, drugs, contracts, screaming." Then he disappeared. His profile went blank. No more uploads. Comments turned off.
Had a recording of Meek and Diddy.
Making love?
I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it. What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait. Ah!
You didn't hear this?
No!
Now, Miran,
Yeah.
what does that sound authentic?
Play it for him
absolutely.
again.
Oh my God.
You get these vulnerable people, parents are letting you do this because they want to make it so badly, and then you record them probably and say, if you do any...
And then came the court documents. Unconfirmed, but watermarked, marked, confidential, case 423C. Inside, a statement from a musician/whistleblower, alleging they were present at a private after-party in 2022. Heard two execs discussing silencing a female artist. Overheard Diddy name Meek Mill as someone who was getting too curious. That name drop matched the timing of the PayPal transfer. Charlemagne, I'm not saying what's true or false, but the timing? Insane. Joe Budden, podcast. If Meek leaked that, he's either brave or suicidal. Academics. Y'all keep forgetting who we talkin' about. This ain't no rapper beef. This is government-level silence. Just as the internet was melting, another name came up. At 3:41 p.m., the account at The Real Spill Tea dropped a screenshot from an unreleased clip, allegedly part of the full leak. In it, the voice supposedly belonging to Diddy says, "He's gonna crack. If he does, pull up the 2016 file. You know, the Cassie one." And just like that, Cassie's name enters the scandal. People lost it. Blogs tried to confirm, but Cassie's reps went silent. No denials. No comments. Just quiet. Then her last Instagram story? A black screen with 3 words. "You already know." And fans did. A second wave of tweets emerged. Was Cassie being used as a shield? Did Meek Mill expose a cover-up? How many tapes are there? Then came the GoFundMe page, allegedly by a former bad boy in turn claiming to have a protected USB drive with studio surveillance footage, contract drafts, blackmail transcripts. The page was taken down in 22 minutes. This is what happens when artists stop playing along. Leaked tweet from burner account tied to Meek's cousin. The leak wasn't a one-time thing. It was a warning shot. And it worked, because now, names that hadn't been mentioned in years started bubbling back up. Not just Diddy. Not just Cassie. But someone you'd never expect, and she's not even in the industry anymore. She's gone. But her voice? Still recorded. She vanished without a trace. But the secrets stayed. The day after the leak, Meek Mill's socials went dark. Twitter deactivated. Instagram archived. Last IG story? A black screen with a burning hard drive emoji. Phone disconnected. For 48 hours, nobody knew where he was. TMZ ran a headline. Meek Mill missing? But Roc Nation issued a soft denial. He's fine. Just taking time off. Time off? Right after leaking a potentially career-ending audio tape involving Diddy, Cassie, and a possible blackmail ring? Beyoncé cancelled an appearance. Jay-Z left the country for an art retreat in Monaco. Drake liked, then unliked, a tweet that read, "If you knew what Meek knows, you wouldn't be laughing." One of Diddy's assistants deleted their Twitter, and another private their account. Coincidence? Or coordinated damage control? By day 3, a video surfaced. Blurry. Shot from behind a car window. It looked like Meek, in sweats, outside a motel near rural Georgia, arguing with someone off camera. Only words caught. I should have kept it, but it wasn't mine to keep. Fans flooded the comments. He looks broken. Dude ain't been the same since that file dropped. Then came something even stranger. A new YouTube channel appeared. No name, just a number. Uploaded only one video. Title: The Truth Meek Couldn't Tell. The voice? Distorted. Auto-tuned. But the details? Spot on. Timestamps. File IDs. Travel records. Studio logs. And at the 442 mark, the name Malia is mentioned. Not a celebrity. Not a singer. An ex-intern from 2015 who went missing after allegedly emailing HR about inappropriate studio behavior involving a certain mogul. Her case? Never reopened. Fans started piecing it all together. Malia vanished. Cassie stayed silent. Meek leaked the voice. And now, no one's answering questions. It's like these stories were buried in layers, and Meek just cracked the surface. Just as things couldn't get weirder, they did. A fan recorded Meek Mill outside a church, lighting a candle and talking to himself. Words picked up from the audio. I didn't snitch. I warned them. That's all I did. The next day, the church's front window was smashed. No forced entry. Nothing stolen. Just a burned copy of a contract left in the confessional booth. Guess whose name was on the cover page? Sean Combs. The people Meek trusted? Gone. One of his closest boys posted. We told him to chill. He ain't listen. Now look. Another DM leaked from a bad boy producer. This ain't beef. This is survival. You either disappear or they make you disappear. And then, a final blow. An audio clip, barely audible, probably from a surveillance mic, leaked online. In it, Meek is heard speaking to someone. Sounds like a woman. She says, "You don't understand. They let you live. But you were supposed to protect me." And Meek replies, "I didn't know they'd go that far. I didn't know she'd." Then static. The recording ends. She who? Cassie? Malia? Someone else? We never find out. By the end of that week, Meek Mill's entire team had gone underground. No new music. No interviews. No live events. No posts. No public sightings. A fan spotted him in Puerto Rico weeks later, alone, looking over the ocean. He didn't say a word. Just nodded. Then walked away. She vanished without a trace. But the secrets stayed. You just heard a story that was never supposed to reach you. A story that starts in the booth, but ends in a place darker than we ever imagined. Diddy's voice. Beyoncé's name. Cassie's silence. Meek Mill's leak. And someone named Malia, who most people never even knew existed. So now you have to ask yourself, was this karma? Or was someone pulling strings from behind the curtain all along? Because silence doesn't always mean safety. Sometimes, silence is the loudest warning. Comment below. If you had that recording, would you upload it? Thumbs up like this video if you felt even a second of real tension. Bell subscribe, because we're not done exposing the truth.